Welcome to this live interview of Dance on Screen with one of the filmmakers of the film we just saw, the last film of the program Shorts, Memories of the Future. My name is Andrea Boll. I'm the initiator of Dance on Screen in collaboration with the CINEDANS festival in Amsterdam. And our partners here in Zurich are ZÜRICH TANZT, already for the third time, and newly ARTHOUSE KINOS. With us here today is Anna Fransen, one of the film directors and choreographers of Memories of the Future. Hello, Anna. Welcome.
Hey, thank you.
Nice you're here with us today. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions about your movie. And I was wondering, first of all, how did you had the idea to make this movie? What was the spark? What was your motivation? Why did you make it?
First of all, I want to say it's amazing to be part of this short program with amazing films. So thank you for that. And the spark started 1 year ago when we heard that all the performances were cancelled. And of course, we couldn't sit still. So we were thinking about making a film. It started really small with this idea of having an installation and beam it on high buildings. But during the way, it became bigger and bigger, and then we decided to make really a short film and ask a cameraman with a drone. So the spark really came from finding another opportunity, which was not performing live, but still creating something from ourselves and showing it to the people.
How did you find this location, this amazing location? Was it
Yes.
also the motivation to do something with this location, or did you first had the idea and then you
Yes.
found the location?
We had first the idea. We planned a day to find locations, and we had this idea of a gray floor, which would be nice with red costumes from above. So we were driving to Nijmegen, a city close to Arnhem, and there we were driving over the bridge, and we saw this amazing floor of blocks. But from up, we could already see it from up there. It looked a bit surreal or something, and we were searching for this extra, like a magic extra for the film. So we were searching for the person to find this location and have permission, and we found it. It went quite easy somehow, so it felt like it was meant to be.
Anna is from the Netherlands. I forgot to say that, but I think meanwhile it's clear. I'm astonished that you actually were searching for the location after so you first had the idea for the movie, and then you went to look for the location. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You found a really good one.
I think so too.
Yeah. You said earlier that that you were looking for a cameraman with a drone. So you had already this idea that you wanted to film from above, I guess, if you were looking for someone with a drone. Why is that? What was your need for these images, which are playing really a crucial role, I think, in the film?
Yeah, it was this period of all the restrictions, and we were told to have this distance between each other. So we thought we can only make a film with distance between us. And I thought from up, it's it has immediately more magic, where I can imagine if you can really have this interaction and body work, could be maybe more interesting from down. But yeah, especially with all those squares and all the people in the same distances, I think the focus is not really on the distances, but it had kind of this magic where I was hoping for.
By the way, I forgot to say, if the audience has some question, there is a chat, so feel free to throw all your questions in the chat. Anna, the color red, what is that for you? What does it symbolize?
For me, it's actually this spark where you started with. And I think this urge, like, it was really a time of being on your own, not be able to have so much interaction or different interaction. And we all felt this flame from inside to this wish of exchanging with audience. And we are really a collective that creates performances for street theater. So street festivals where the audience is really close to us, and you can almost feel their feelings, and they can hear us, and it's so, they're so much alive. And I find it really a challenge to do this with film, to still be able to touch people on an emotional level. And this red, it was not really a question which color, it was really immediately red it is. And I think it's, yeah, for me it feels really like this flame, this power for what we want to do.
You said it already, you work in a collective manner with 4 other women together, the dance collective Aannemse Meisjes. Did you also work collaborative on the film with the director of photography? Did you make a concept together? Did you have a script, or were you first working on the location and then putting a plan on paper, or how did you work together with the cinematographer?
Yeah, we didn't have a script. We chose for a global storyline with a level of openness for the audience to see their own story also in it. With Floris Verwij, the director of photography, we worked already before with him, so we liked this collaboration. But it was the first time really for a dance film, and we knew he had the experience and we did not really have that experience, so that was handy. And yeah, it somehow went really easy with him. And during the way, everything solved step by step. So we first, as a collective of 5, we created a global storyline and the material, and then we went to the location all together, also with him, and we had this test day of filming and see how it is from up, because it's so different than what you can imagine before. You really have to try it out. Yeah. So he helped us with getting it more concrete, and that was really, really nice. It felt actually in the end really working together with him, and his support there was really nice.
Okay, thank you. I see there is a question from the audience. Are you planning or wishing to keep working in the field of dance film?
Good question. When we just finished the film, I have to say we were overwhelmed with the amount of work, and we didn't really expect this amount of work. and the stress level was also quite high. So we were actually were so busy with it that in the first place we didn't want to do it again. But months later, like now when we arrive, when yeah, we would do it again. I think we are already starting to talk about it. Not concrete. We didn't have a meeting yet about it, but it's bubbling again. So I could imagine to do another one.
Another one. Great. Yeah. Can you maybe say what did it bring to your choreographical work? What do you think the experience of making a movie, how did it, what brought that to your choreographical work?
Good question. Wow. We created a piece after, which was, I think every time when we create, we take what we experienced in the last one. So we take always a step further in it. And with this film, we really love location work. And this was another kind of location work, because with the planning of the weather, which of course you cannot plan, and then the use of a drone, which cannot handle rain, it was even more strict than we were used to with street theater. Because there, if it rains, we just perform. But with film, it's different. And it was a different way of dealing with the things. So I think this this experience we take with us the next time, but more for the way of performing and the way of organizing around the performances. For the creating, I don't know. Maybe it's still is sinking in.
There is a good question now from the audience. What is the biggest difference of working on a live performance instead of working on a movie? Or what is the difference between the two of them?
Working on a live performance, I think we were able to be more in the feeling and create from this feeling. With a film, it was much more planning. We really had to know it before, because there was one cameraman, he had to do everything. So we had to make this whole shot list of all the things that we wanted from him. So it's a lot of work before, and I think also with the end result, you don't have what you have with the live performance. This exchanging with the audience in the moment. The moment is already made in this film, and then you have the reactions, which we don't have really now, but so it is different. Yeah.
Maybe you don't hear them so much.
There are reactions,
but of
for
course
sure.
you have them. Yeah. Okay, maybe the last question. How did you work with the music? Did you also on the set, did you use music to dance on the set? Or did the dancers listen to music so you could have a rhythm together? Or was it all in the post-production, was it add in the post-production, made on the rough cut or on the pics, on the image?
Yeah, we didn't think about music before, so we just had the metronome for our material. So we had kind of the same rhythm every time for later on for the composer, of course.
Because I saw it very clearly that you had the rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then for the day with all the extras for the people around us with the turning and the dancing, there we just had really nice music for the energy to pump it, kind of. But yeah, the composer Wout Kempkens, he's a great musician. He made the music for our last performance, and he had the difficult task to create music afterwards,
To compose
which
on the
was, I
image.
think, not
Yeah,
easy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, would you like to add something to finish off?
What I said in the beginning, I'm really happy to be here and to show our film. I hope it touched people in a way, doesn't even have to be understanding it, but I hope it, touched somewhere.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
For being with us.